I'm quite capable of sorting the mail myself. You go about your chores.
Forget it, Charlie. You go sorting the mail, and I'll be resorting all day.
You will not.
I hate it when you sort the mail.
And I hate sorting the mail with you.
You wouldn't if you knew how. Give me that.
Here.
And if you ever come back, it'll be too soon. Look at this mess.
I don't come here because I want to.
What a crabby old battle axe. Kinda reminds me of you, Gert.
Thanks a lot, Bean Brain. You have a way of bringing out the worst of me. But at least you're good for something.
I am? What's that?
Starting fights. You're going, Bean Brain?
To the garden. I'd rather be with the worms.
You certainly have a way with words.
Just fighting words.
Huh? But he started it.
Well, you could stop the fight if you'd say something good.
I could?
Sure. But you don't know anything about chocolate bar drive. Sure. I'm never going to nominate you for a committee.
Don't worry, I'm not doing this because I want to. It's because I have to.
Yeah, but you don't know anything about organizing a chocolate bar drive.
So why did you nominate me? Oh, brother.
Wrong her.
Wow.
Say something good.
It never hurts to tell somebody he's done something good. It never hurts to tell somebody he's done something great. It never hurts to tell somebody you think that he's all right, all right. It never hurts to give somebody a pat on the back. It never hurts to tell somebody he's on the right track. It never hurts to tell somebody you think that he's all right, all right. Don't go around putting people down. It won't do you any good anyhow. But you will feel so fine, feel so right to say something good to somebody you like. Say something good, it doesn't cost you a dime. Say something good, why don't you try it sometime? Say something good, you don't have to tell a lie if you positively try. It never hurts to tell somebody he's done something good. It never hurts to tell somebody he's done something great. It never hurts to tell somebody you think that he's all right, all right. Say something good, it doesn't cost you a dime. Say something good, why don't you try it sometime? Say something good, you don't have to tell a lie if you positively try. Say something good, it doesn't cost you a dime. Say something good, why don't you try it sometime? Say something good, you don't have to tell a lie if you positively try to say something good.
Oh, boy. That song just sort of puts a lump in my throat.
Yeah? How come?
Well, I've been teasing Gert lately, and now we're fighting.
I know what you mean. But how do you stop the fights once they start?
If I knew, I wouldn't be out here in the garden with the worms.
Yeah? Well, I'll go see Dirk. Maybe he can help. See you later, Egbert.
Don't you try it sometime? Say something good. You don't have to tell a lie if you positively try to say something good.
Oh, what's the matter with you, Vince?
I'm Gorka near a Gickamere near Gorkamore.
Now, why don't you get on the phone and apologize to Fred and quit the arguing.
No, I will say get American here.
Now, you will see. You say something nice and the fight will be over.
No, I will say get him more.
Well, what's the matter with you?
I've had it with Martin. All week we've been fighting, and I just can't take it any longer.
Well, you just sit still for a moment. I have a piece of advice for you that'll stop the fighting if you can take it.
Anything, I'm desperate.
I get it.
Okay, but first, I'm going to tell you a little story.
Oh, good.
Oh, good one.
Once upon a time.
There are very few things in life that you can really depend on.
Today.
Things are changing all the time. But there's one old piece of advice that works every time. It worked long ago, and it'll work for you today if you have trouble with fighting. Once upon a time, there was an old man named Charlie Beamish. He was a circuit rider for the Pony Express.
The mail must go through. Whoa, boy.
Oh, no. Charlie's here.
Excuse me, pardon me, but you wouldn't happen to know where the post office is, would you?
Hey, Charlie. Over here, you old coot.
What an old grouch. I'm sorry, sir.
Mrs. Grady was an old grouch. A kind word rarely crossed her lips.
Hurry it up, Charlie. I ain't got all day.
Charlie had been with the Pony Express for 30 years. His horse could have run the route blindfolded, and Charlie might as well have been blindfolded. He could hardly see a thing anymore. But at least he tried to be nice.
You're looking awfully nice today, Mrs. Grady.
Thanks a lot, Charlie. Get into this post office here and we'll sort out the mail.
Mrs. Grady had no patience with Charlie's problem. She just made things worse.
You put it in the wrong box. Mrs. Grady, you're such an old grouch.
That's not.
I'm quite capable of sorting the mail myself. You go about your chores.
Forget it, Charlie. You go sorting the mail and I'll be resorting all day.
You will not.
I hate it when you sort the mail.
And I hate sorting the mail with you.
You wouldn't if you knew how. Give me that.
Here.
And if you ever come back, it'll be too soon. Look at this mess.
I don't come here because I want to.
They're still at it.
Guess so. I love my job, but I can't stand that woman. Come on, baby. I'll do it. Come on, move out.
This went on day after day.
Here we go again, Midge. Excuse me, but you wouldn't happen to know where the post office is, would you?
Charlie, over here.
And year after year.
Yeah, well, if you ever come back, it'll be too soon.
Yeah, well, I don't come here because I want to, you know.
Finally, Mrs. Grady couldn't take it any longer.
Reverend, I just can't take it any longer. Every day I fight with that old coot. We know. But as long as Charlie keeps bringing the mail, I'll be fighting. Not if you take my advice. Anything, I'm desperate. There aren't very many things you can be sure of in this life, but this piece of advice will work every time. You can be sure of it. Oh, please tell me. A kind word turns away wrath. Huh? If you don't want to argue with Charlie, then quit speaking fighting words to him and say something kind, and the fights will stop. Thanks, Reverend. I will.
And you know what? It worked. From then on, whenever Mrs. Grady felt like she was going to say something nasty, she'd stop and say something kind.
But this goes here.
According to you.
But this is Mr. McAllister's box.
Since when?
Since any nincompoop could read, that's when, Charlie. words. A little kindness would be fitting about now. Oh, yeah. Johnny, you've been working hard, and you deserve some cookies and lemonade. So do you, Reverend. I do? Sure you do. And leave the letters. I'll sort them later.
That's awfully nice of you, Mrs. Grady. And thank you for this kindness you've given me.
That's all right, Johnny. It's a lot more fun to give a few words of kindness, and it beats a fight every time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's really good.
Thank you.
You got it, second back.
So instead of lashing back with fighting words, try a kind answer, because it will stop a fight every time.
Thanks, Dirk. I will.
That's my girl.
Bye.
Okay.
Can't wait to get here.
So you want to apologize to Fred now? Let me dial the number.
Look. Come here. Oh, let me see. Come here. Oh, que se gorka more.
Is if you want to stop fighting, then quit speaking fighting words and say something good. A little kindness goes a long way.
Yeah, I know you're right.
Yeah, but I'm still too mad at that feather-brained Egbert.
Those are fighting words.
I know.
Okay then, just remember the golden rule. Do unto others what you would have them do unto you. Watch the story and see who showed kindness.
A businessman was driving from one big city to another. Along the way, he stopped to give a couple of hitchhikers a ride. They attacked him, stole all his money and his clothes, and left him lying half dead beside the road. A preacher came along, slowed down to see what had happened, and even though he saw the man lying there, he just passed by. Soon after, a member of a local church arrived on the scene. He walked over, looked at the battered businessman lying there, but then he too went on. A little later, a despised motorcyclist came roaring by, and when he saw the man, he felt deep pity. Kneeling beside him, the motorcyclist put some soothing ointment on his wounds and bandaged them. Then he took the man on his motorcycle to the nearest hospital, where he stayed with him through the night. The next day, the motorcyclist gave the hospital $100 and told them to take care of the man. If his bills run higher than that, I'll pay the difference the next time I roll into town. Which of these three would you say was a neighbor to the injured man? If you say the one who was kind enough to help, you're right. Now, you go and do the same.
That motorcycle man was kind. Oh, dear. I better start being kind, too. As soon as Egbert gets back from the garden, I'll patch things up.
Good. Me too. When Danny Jane gets back, I'm going to try a little kindness.
Great. Come on. While we're waiting, let's see what Marcy is making down at Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
What's gonna be? You wait and see. With a little determination and a lot of imagination. What's gonna be? You wait and see.
try this craft at home, make sure you have permission, because it can be a little messy. Isn't that right, Sue?
That's right, Marcia. What you'll need is lots of newspapers and a big table. And cover the table with newspapers so you won't get any paint anywhere. Get scraps of paper and some good sheets of paper. You'll need a toothbrush. An old one will do just as well. You don't need to go out and buy a new one. And go around the house and collect objects that you can place down on the paper. Like what we have here, a comb, some pennies, a key is great, a shower curtain hook, and macaroni. What we've done here is put the key down, pennies, and a pair of scissors. Then we took our toothbrush and dipped it in the paint, held it like this, and brushed towards us. And the paint splattered down, and you can dip in different colors and keep splattering it all over the way you want. This one here we made into a face using the macaroni. We put the long squiggly ones up here, then we use these round ones for the eyes and these straight ones for the mouth, and splattered it again like we did before.
What did you cover this one with?
Now this one, using stencil. We took a piece of paper and cut out a design and placed it down and splattered it. Now you can cut out all sorts of shape. Put it down and then splatter the paint. Now also using your toothbrush, there's different other things that you can do with it. You can paint with it. Here I've done just an example of colors, and using the toothbrush you can make all sorts of different brush strokes with it. There you go. Let's see what you can do.
That was fun, Sue. Thanks.
You're welcome.
And if you'd like to get in on the fun, write, and we'll send you instructions.
Oh, Edward! You're back! Wasn't that a good craft?
What would a pea brain like me know? I won't stay long. I just came to get my shovel.
Oh, Egbert, don't go. I'm sorry for being nasty.
You are? So am I, Gert. I hated it in the garden alone with the worms. I'd rather be with you than any worm any day.
Coming from you, that's one of the nicest things you've ever said to me.
But before we read the mail, there's something I've got to say. Martin, forgive me for all the nasty things I said to you. I wanted you on the chocolate bar drive because, well, you know how to work and you get along with everybody. And even if you've never done it before, you'll learn fast.
I will? I will. And this is going to be the best year ever. Thanks for asking me, Danny. And of course I forgive you. Come on, let's read some mail.
Yeah! I've got a letter from Rodney. It says, I think your show is very interesting, especially the way you solve most of the problems that people face each day. Your show on lying helped me solve my same problem. Say hi to Gert and Egbert for me. Love, Rodney.
And I've got a letter here from Lynn. And she says, I enjoy your program every week. Sometimes I feel like running away. But I know now that God doesn't want us to do that or think that nobody loves us. So now I read his book, the Bible, to find the answers to my problems. Please read this so that all the children will know that God loves them too. Your friend Lynn.
That's a nice letter.
That's great. I have a letter here. It says, Hi, my name is Teresa. I am 10 years old, and I live in Newfoundland. Wow, Newfoundland.
That's for sure.
I really enjoy your show. I have learned a lot about God and about not holding grudges and many other things, too. That's great, boy.
For sure.
I really enjoy learning. Maybe I'll be a religion teacher when I grow up. Wow.
That's for sure.
Please send me a Circle Square songbook. Sincerely yours, Teresa.
Fantastic.
And I have a letter from Sheila. It says, I watch your show almost every time it's on.
I love the horses on the show, too. I have a horse. His name is Sundance. I would like to have one of your songbooks because I'd love to sing along with you. Here's a riddle.
Yeah.
Why did the orange stop in the middle of the road? Because it ran out of juice.
I've got a letter too. It's from Laura. It says, Dear Circle Square, thank you for your program. It changed my heart, and I pray it will continue. I have learned to tell the truth and to always trust in God.
Oh, that's great.
I am 9 years old and have 2 sisters. We all love God very much. God bless your program. Yours truly, Laura.
Listen to this. It says, Dear Circle Square, my name is Jenny. I live in a small farm in Australia. I love Circle Square as much as I can. I like your singing and would like to teach other Sunday school children some of the songs you sing. When my family moves back to Australia, so could you please send me a songbook? Thanks. Love, Jenny.
Circle Square wants to hear from you, too. If you'd like a songbook, write to us, because we want to hear from you.
Circle Square wants to hear from you. So write us a letter. Here's our address. 2121 Station F, Toronto, Ontario. And for Y, 2 and 9.
Gert, there's something I have to tell you.
What's that? Egbert, what did I ever do to deserve that?
Oh, nothing. I'm just so glad not to be fighting.
Me too.
And your fights will stop too. Just love each other back and say something good.
Fantastic. Hey, everybody at home, get out those songbooks and let's sing this song.
What did you say about someone who is special to you? All the nicest words are spoken, but the friends you choose. But what about the guy who doesn't look so good? And what about the girl from the bad neighborhood? Wouldn't it be great if everyone would take the hand of someone in need? Everybody join hands. Let's walk in peace. Everybody sing a song of unity. Let's forget about our differences and try to understand. We can get along together. We can learn to love each other. We can share the love of God with everyone. Everyone, rich or poor. Everyone, weak or strong. Everyone, black or white. Everyone, wrong or right. Everyone, rich or poor. Everyone, weak or strong. Everyone, black or white. Everyone, wrong or right. Everybody join hands. Let's walk in peace. Everybody sing a song of unity. Let's forget about our differences and try to understand. We can get along together. We can learn to love each other. We can share the love of God with everyone. Everyone, rich or poor. Everyone, weak or strong. Everyone, black or white. Everyone, wrong or right. We can share the love of God with everyone. Everyone.
So stay away from fighting words and try a little kindness. See you next week.
Keep